Indian Institutes of Technology, or IITs, these top-level universities are dotted across India, and they are the driving force behind many of India's tech successes. Getting into an IIT is an incredibly competitive business. Only a tiny fraction of applicants get in any one year. But if you do, you get to work in incredible campuses like this. My first appointment is at the Olympic-sized swimming pool, although it's not me who's taking a dip. This is Matsya, named after the avatar of Vishnu that takes the form of a fish. It's a multi-purpose underwater robot that can operate autonomously without a human controller to locate sounds and recognise, grab and manipulate objects. The team tell me that it might be used to find flight recorders from crashed aircraft, although they're also pitching it to the military to fire torpedoes. The project is in its 5th year, and the team leader tells me the work here is hard but can be massively wide-ranging.
So what we especially like about here is we are given almost like all the freedom which we want to test our vehicle, to test our projects, whether it be this underwater vehicle or certain other projects which are there, like a racing car or a satellite. So we are given all the freedom which we want as students.
Like a racing car or a satellite.
Brilliant.
Matsya is one of 100 projects that have been supported by IIT Bombay's Society for Innovation and Entrepreneurship since 2004. SIGN is an umbrella for startups, and as with incubators everywhere, you'll find all kinds of ideas bubbling away behind its doors. As you might expect, there are aerial ideas. There are medical ideas. But there are also musical ideas, which is why you find me making strange noises with my face. Do, dee, do.
Very good. So you got some score over here.
I got some score.
Yeah. If you do it better, you can get more. Your score goes on increasing.
Yeah, the worst karaoke India has ever heard. But then this singing training app is so much more than normal karaoke-style games.
So most karaoke apps do a very cursory kind of evaluation of your singing. Some of them don't even evaluate your singing. If they just have some input and you just open your mouth, you get a good rating.
Right.
What we do is a multi-dimensional evaluation of your singing on different aspects of music: pitch, rhythm, vibrato, falsetto, dynamics, timing.
What?
You asked for a hard exercise.
Now, if my singing went right through you, well, I've got something upstairs that will really cut to the bone. The AlgoSurge team are working on a system to help surgeons to plan surgery. They've created software that's learned to create a 3D model of bones from just two-dimensional X-rays.
I can imagine, after a lot of experience, a bone. If I just look at an X-ray, I can imagine it in 3D. Can we do the same thing with computers? A surgeon can do it because he has learned a lot of correlation between X-ray image and a 3D bone, which you see during the surgery. So we use the same logic to develop the software. We have a machine learned algorithm which has learned the 3D shape of bones across the population. So we have created a lot of 3D models from CT scan, and we use this as a kind of database, and we create an algorithm to understand that database in a very particular way to predict a 3D model from X-ray image.
These 3D models also allow for tools and guides to be designed to the patient's specific dimensions. For example, if a surgeon was preparing to cut and realign legs.
We have this patient-specific instrumentation which uses the bone surface in 3D, and it is like a negative of the 3D bone surface. So if you make that part and print it in 3D and put it on the real bone, it will exactly fit in a very unique fashion. So what we do is we use that concept to cut, to make surgeon cut more accurately. So this part will be exact fit on the bone, but it will also have a slit which will be aligned with the cutting plane. So that slit can be used during the surgery to guide a cutting tool.
2 X-rays are, of course, cheaper than a full 3D CT or MRI scan, and once again, it means that patients can be assessed who can't get to a fully kitted hospital. It's no surprise that many of the projects here concentrate on low-cost, rugged solutions to developing world problems. You may have come across Braille displays before, which allow you to connect via Bluetooth to your Android tablet, and then whichever menu item is highlighted on the screen, the text is mirrored on the Braille readout here, and you can control the navigation using up and down buttons here. Well, this is a prototype Braille display called Braille Me, which works in a slightly different way.
So the Braille displays currently existing on the market are based on piezoelectric technology, and because of that very thing, the cost of these devices are around $2,000 to $3,000 each. So we developed a completely new technology based on magnetics, through which we are able to reduce the cost 10 times. So we can sell it to the user at a price point around $300 to $400. You know, this machine needs to work for at least 10 million cycles of up and down movement. It has to be quiet, low power. All of those features make it very difficult to make such a compact, and rugged device. So that is the challenge.